the tournament screen. I don't know why Manaka's on screen. He's on screen.
He's omnipresent. He always has to be here. So this matchup is actually, the mirror is pretty awful. I mean, the game's going to go really long, and it's going to come down to essentially who has the better bombs in the mirror matchup, and then additionally, who's going to be able to generate the most card advantage for themselves without decking themselves. So the matchup is pretty interesting, but the first few turns are going to be kind of slow, so be prepared.
So we want to talk about what Hercule does?
Yeah, so Hercule on the front side basically has an activate main ability. During this card's battle, when you combo a card and the card's in a combo area, you draw a card. So that basically means if you have like a super combo, say for instance you're at 5 life, you'll draw 2 off of that super combo instead of just drawing 1, which is pretty nuts.
It is to note, though, he's only got 5k power.
Yeah, he only has 5k power, but if you think about all the access to super combos that players have now these days, it's no problem at all. And then the deck really functions high on, like, once it's at 4 life and awakens, it's practically unbeatable. Like, it's really hard to break through its defenses at that point. So, Awakening Talent Pan, that's Patch's play, is probably one of the most important cards in the matchup because Self-Awakening is something that's hard to come by. So, he was able to get that in early, and let's see if Dylan gets to respond with one of his own. Just looks like more announcers.
More announcers. Is that play-by-play coming into action?
He's got to do as much as he can on his turn. So yeah, he's gonna grab another announcer. The more he can do with his energy and the more tempo he can generate, that's going to be another way to gain advantage in this matchup. And then the cool thing about Hercule is every single one of those cards on the table represents an additional card drawn whenever it's comboed. So that's kind of like one of the more insane parts that people don't realize.
Liking the new hair? How's... Yo, listen to this man, Stephen Walcher. Yo, Scotch, liking the new hair. How's school picture day going?
It's going great. His tie looks awesome. I'm proud of Scotch. He looks like a grown-up today.
Why are you guys doing this to me?
Because we love you.
Yeah, is that true or is that a lie?
I would not lie to you. Here we go, another Awakening Talent Pan. No combos are going to happen here. Dylan, however, is going to protect his life total. He's going to use Spectrum or Taco Booney, which is kind of cool. I mean, that was in the Peter Katani list. And in general, it allows you to, again, filter 2 cards and then put 1 to the bottom. But I'm not too big of a fan of it in the deck.
I want to say, I can't tell if Dylan's at 6 or 7 right now.
He's at 7, just
now he's at
6.
It looks like he's at 5, though. Math. See, this is what I'm saying. Solid sleeves. You guys hear me harp about all the time. Solid sleeves are a pain in the butt to see.
I can see Pat's life.
Well, yeah, but that's red. The blue on the top is like, is that 3 or 4 on the top, you know?
Ooh, there's a Sidra. That's spicy.
You mean Sidra?
Sidra.
See, he doesn't argue with me about it. He's just like, okay, Scotch, whatever. High Define argues with me about it being Sidra.
There's a play-by-play pro. Again, so as you're seeing with the Hercule matchups, like, neither of them are committing much to board, which the reason why is because the dynamic of Goku and Oop. So it's like, if I play, you know, one of my threats down, and then on your turn you have more energy, then boom, you get to, you know, just Goku and Oop my threats to the bottom of the deck.
Dylan resolved combo out of order. Feel like it's a little too late.
At this point, I mean, he Obuni'd, drew, and then activated effect, and then drew.
I feel like that's correct.
Man, we'll figure it out. Yeah, you can
resolve autos in whatever
exactly.
order. Yeah,
you don't have to do them in any specific order. So it looks like Pat just went ahead and passed turn.
It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where it has to resolve backwards and it has to resolve a certain way.
Yeah, and so what's interesting here is Dylan is playing into the not attacking the leader, which is a really important thing to do because that's how Hercule generates advantage. So he's just choosing not to attack and generate card advantage for himself. And then Pat here with the at-all-cost Vegeta to awaken himself. That's clutch.
He needed it.
He did.
Because his opponent was smart. His opponent wasn't going to awaken him.
And then Pat has a huge grip of cards now. He's way ahead on tempo because he has the first big threat.
What is that, at least 10 cards in hand?
Yeah. And then he gets access to being able to defend himself really well with all the cards in his hand. So if his opponent even does do a Goku Noob, he's not going to be able to break through, and then Pat gets to respond with his own.
Hercule's just... I never thought there would be a good Hercule card. But then, like, this leader is all over. Because this is table 2, guys.
Yeah.
Table 2, 2 undefeated Hercules playing each other in round 3.
The deck's really good in this format. The deck has a huge leg up on Hirudegarn, blue-yellow, and so that's why this deck is so high to prominence. But the thing is, this deck does have its cruxes, though. You know, Victory Strike absolutely murders this deck. Like, it's not even close, because it's like they have no way to really defend it if you have the battering. We see a U7 Beerus. This card's actually pretty impactful in the matchup because it can strip a lot of cards out of the hand.
I mean, you have to get rid of cards.
You do.
Or like, you're either going to get rid of energy or your hand.
Yeah.
And you're going to get rid of your hand, especially when you have a book in your hand,
Exactly.
you know?
I mean, or he could choose to sack the at-all cost Vegeta and something else if he wants.
I feel like that's not a good idea to do right now. He needs the body.
Well, the thing is, oh, that was huge for Pat being able to just discard a Mira, which also plays into Pat's late game, as we'll see. But I don't want to spoil it yet, if he gets there.
Hey, man. I coined that. Never forget. I was the first one wrecking people with Mirror the Creator. Hear that? Confirmed. Matt Coombs just said that I was the first person to wreck people with...
You can have it, dude. If you want it enough, you can have whatever you want. I'll give it to you.
Yo, look at Chad. Came for the stream, but came for the Coombs. Whose man's is
That
Chad?
sounds inappropriate. Pat is tapped out, which means Pat obviously has access to a key card in the deck, which is in a button. So Pat does not feel threatened at all.
I will say, though, it is kind of nice seeing people tap out now.
Yeah.
For how many months was just end turn untap 3?
I don't know, man. I miss untapping 3 at the end of turn.
Wow, you were the only person.
I'm kidding. I don't.
You would probably write, like, a change.org, bring back Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Bring it back early.
Yeah.
It does come back. It will be live for Nats, which I don't know how that format's going
I
to
don't
work.
think it'll come back for Nats. We'll see, though. So right now, Pat has to deal with this Beerus who's a 25k, which is relevant because Gokunu can't get past it. So it seems like Trunks and Otokosuki is Pat's best way of dealing with it, unless he has access to Mass Saiyan. But I think Pat's going to try and avoid using black cards because it plays into his late game strategy. Going face. Actually, no. He's going straight to the Beerus with his leader.
Don't support unhealthy leaders, yeah.
You're unhealthy. I'm kidding. Everyone knows I hate SSC leader. Combo by Pat. He's going to draw 2 off the Unbreakable. This is so interesting because this is definitely a control-on-control matchup, which a lot of people don't realize. And so it's like Pat is obviously assuming the role as the beatdown.
See, I see this deck, and then I'm just like, how does it handle aggro?
Because once it gets to 4 life, you have so many cards in hand, you're always going to be able to combo out. And you have to think about it. All your super combos draw 2. Your Vegeta double shots draw 2. Everything essentially becomes an unbreakable, which is very strong. So it's like eventually all the aggro decks just peter out against you. And then once you get to 3, 4, 5 mana, your late game's just better. So this deck is a really strong advantage there.
Mass Saiyan coming out to go ahead and bop that Beerus.
I figured that was going to end up having to be Pat's plan. Oh.
Let's see if it'll let me bring it up.
Let's see. And then if we get to the later turns of the game, it's going to be interesting to see how they each play around the bombs. Like, because, you know, they might be thinking about the secret rare, which, you know, is the Goku and Oops Seeds of the Future. So
there's a lot
of Mass Saiyans.
3 Mass Saiyans that have 20k. It's okay. I'll go to the 5 cost. Yeah. There we go.
So it's like if Pat is going to be playing around Seeds of the Future, that means Pat won't charge the 6 energy.
See now Pat's starting to see everything that Dylan saw early. He's starting to get to the announcers. You know, he got the board clear off, so he went from having no board to having a very impressive board against a control deck, to say the least.
Yeah. What's really interesting too is like if we were to like think of this as a different matchup to where life total doesn't necessarily matter. Like life total does matter to an extent, like based on your late game bombs and what you could play. But really, if we could actually have life deck count as opposed to life count, that'd be way more impactful. Yeah, I mean, I have seen that, especially if you can also resolve multiple chains in those, which is possible with decks that draw a lot of cards. That also helps red-blue as well. Is it the Stone Cold answer? Definitely not, but it has a better matchup.
That's all? That's not on anymore? This is
Okay.
We're good. Sorry about the buffering, guys. Internet's being a little wonky. It's all good.
And we have Hercule here still on Awaken, so he's going to do the patented draw extra cards for the front side. Then he's going to Awaken his leader, it looks like. Yep. Draw 3. That's so many cards.
Oy.
And then is he going to go for comboing an additional piece to draw more cards? Yep, there he goes.
Sure.
Draw another card. So as you can see, he has a small, as Dusty would say, a small novel
Yeah.
in his hand.
Says that so often. I mean, the thing that scares me the most about this deck is its draw power. It's the same thing for me, like with Trunks back in the day. Whereas, like, you're drawing so many cards that you're gonna deck out if you're not careful. So it gets very difficult to try and compartmentalize how many times you're gonna draw to get advantage. But both players, at least 15 cards in hand.
Correct.
Which, if you think about it, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is you would think to yourself, well, the answer to this is obviously Cell Chain, right? But
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, if I'm Hercule, I defend my life total, and then I just awaken after you Cell Chain me. And then it's fixed. Because then it's like, I drew 3 cards, I comboed, I drew more cards. It beats Yellow. Oh, it really depends on how Yellow Blue plays it. I have played against Hercule where they can't establish a board because they need to defend. Well, that's why Zeno button's so important, and why you need to play 4 Zeno buttons in your Hercule list.
I mean, it's pretty much mono blue with a red leader.
Exactly.
So, the Zeno button, again, a card. Zeno button, let's bring that one up.
Yeah, it's a throwback. I remember when everyone thought this card was busted. Well, now you can actually start to make that claim, because that card is insane.
The card wasn't busted. I remember everybody's like, oh, you're going to untap all your blue energy. That's because everybody and their mom was literally
You
playing
should probably just search
mono
button.
blue. Yeah, you're right. Muffin button?
Muffin button.
Muffin button. Nothing comes up for button.
So you just have to type in Zeno, or just Zen.
Oh. I am not clever, guys.
You're not searching
I have the
extra cards.
filters. The filters are still on.
Mirror, that's not the card. So Pat comboed out of it.
Yeah, Zeno button, 0 cost counter, untaps all energy. All blue energy.
All blue energy.
Which, again, back in the days of everybody playing Vegeta, that was a thing.
Yeah.
People were like, this card's so good, but then everybody realized it doesn't negate. It was the first counter to not negate. So you were just kind of like, is it really worth in a format where everybody needs negates? It was a 4 negate format, and then the unthinkable happened, and we saw the 8 the 8 negate format.
So this is again what. Okay, so Pat charged a 6, which is it's strange. Unless Pat has access to something that's going to be able to get the job done this turn, that feels kind of weird, especially with the secret rare being something that he could have to worry about.
He has to have some kind of spicy tech up his sleeve if he's going to
If
6.
he's going to 6, like he has to be doing something. He doesn't have 10 cards in drop, so he can't Fu Shroud it.
Another announcer coming into play.
Yeah, drawing 2 for announcer.
It's so free.
Yeah, it's a great card.
Like, I've been fearing decks that just, like, a pure draw deck, and here we have it. Audio is spiking hard, just let you know. Cool, fixing.
He's playing more stuff. So I can't tell if Pat's looking to find answers here.
It's also because I'm right up on the microphone. I'll sit back a little bit. Thank you, Gigi.
He's playing. Yeah, he's really.
He's going hard.
He found his card, but Pat does not have the cards necessary to cast it. Which it looks like Pat actually found the secret rare Demigra, which is actually the spicy card in the deck. Because
I have the 10 drop.
Well, you only need 7 black cards in the drop area to do it, and then it only costs you 5 energy.
Which he doesn't want to tap out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he can tap out if he has it and has everything needed for it. But Pat, if you look at Pat's resources, he's really low in deck. He's got black cards on board.
He's probably got. He's got under 10.
He just double beamed.
Ooh. Sure.
And he's gonna combo all of his announcers. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, hello.
And then
7 announcers.
He's going
6
to
announcers.
Yeah. And he has, so that'll give him the amount he needs to be able to effectively Demigra this turn.
Unless we see Dylan combo out of it. What's the number here?
Well, I mean, it looks like Dylan's already at 3 life.
What's the number here? Nope, that's not.
We're the Vegeta who's at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
60k. So that's not an unstoppable number.
No. Oh, for Hercule, no number's unstoppable. If I'm being
Because I have
honest.
30 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Lots of sell at tournaments. There's not a lot of sell here.
Well, no. If you look at Cell's really good at a local scene because local scenes are more varied. But in a tournament like this, where you're gonna have to worry about a high concentration of decks like blue, yellow, and chain Zeno decks, it's really hard to get up the gumption to play droids and be successful.
Did you just use the word gumption?
I use words.
Words are good. Words are good.
Dylan has to know the writings on the wall. Yeah, Dylan took the life. Okay.
Going out at 2.
I can't tell if it's 2 or 3. Either way, it's fine. He's playing the secret rare.
Triple strike, right?
Yep, triple strike, and then he gets to look at his hand, combo 5 cards. And then he gets to combo them.
And speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
And then he has a negate. But the auto still goes off. So now Pat can actually just protect his threat. Yep, look at him. He's choosing secret rare. Look at that.
Ooh.
So all this stuff that Dylan would want to have to remove it from the game. Crazy, right? Look at that. And so Pat just gets to take all of his threats, all of his removal, all cards that are impactful, and then
That's so rough.
and then if Pat gets to untap with the Demigra, you know the game's over, right? Because that's 5 more cards gone. Or 4 more cards on, whatever the effect is.
What do you? It's not even that. He took all of his power.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah. He's taking all of his threats, all of his possible removal for the Demigra.
Like, you just can't do anything. He's making it so you can't play good Yu-Gi-Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, which is what this game essentially is. Sometimes.
Why are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh again? Why did I bring this up?
The Flaming Swordsman, Joey Wheeler. It's my favorite character.
Hey, yo, Yugi.
Hey, yo, Yug! He got him. Stick it to him, Yug. Pat is Yug.
Oh, boy.
Pat's Discord is best Discord. You are correct. So now Hercule working with limited resources in hand. Not that he doesn't have a lot of cards, but just a lot of impactful cards. He just doesn't have them right now in this matchup. So the Demigra looks like it could possibly live, which is no bueno. He's hard casting a super combo.
Oh, man.
I love this.
He's desperate.
Yeah, he needs to find an answer. He found it. Looks like a 5-drop Beerus. Or is that a Sidra? No, Sidra. No, Sidra won't work.
Pat definitely has less cards left in deck, so.
Yeah, well, it's because Pat knows his matchup really well, so Pat just knows that he just has to get to this point in the game.
Blah.
And he just gets to Demigra, and then once he swings with it, he takes any sort of removal, and then it's over.
I will say this is the first time I've actually seen that card played.
Demigra?
The Seeker, yeah.
Yeah, me and Pat, before the event started, we saw that they had some in stock at ARG, so we went and bought some.
You guys, you heard it here first. Mr. Matthew Coombs and Mr. Pat O'Neill, scumbags trying to raise the market price on Beyond Darkness Demigra. Okay, cool.
Get your Demigra now. Prices haven't raised yet, but they probably will after this tournament, so go ahead and grab some now if you have it.
Again, you heard that here first. Scumbag Matt Coombs.
Good guy, Matt Coombs, obviously.
Why would you do it and then warn him?
Spreading the gospel. Well, I had to do it first, before they got it, But go to TCG Player.
Matthew is a true TCG intellectual.
Tuvita, thank you so much. Look at this man. He is digging. He's got nothing, man.
What's left? What potentially is left in his deck?
He's trying to. He must have an out, like some sort of hard removal.
I mean,
and this is another
4-drop Beerus, maybe. That'd be it.
Pat is still at 4 life. We've reached this phase of the game. Pat is still at 4 life. And again, Dylan is digging so hard to try and find an answer, and he cannot find it. So I guess he's just gonna. Is he comboing at the Demigra? It looks like.
Why did they play the card to untap all blue? Because Blake, they're good.
Because they want to be able to be like a tap out control deck. So you want to be able to use all your energy on your turn, and then you just want to make sure you're just not dying to the opposing player. So it's like you can tap out, play your threats like your Goku and Oob on time, and then you can just defend yourself with a Zeno button since you play so many 1-cost 10Ks.
All right, Matt, turn me into the heel. Why don't you?
I'm not trying to turn.
Honestly, I feel like everybody's so used to playing Super Saiyan 3, they're used to having the untapped energy, so it was kind of just natural progression. I'm going to go ahead and start playing a card from set 2 that hasn't seen play ever, really. Right? When's the last time you saw somebody play Zeno button? Before this format.
Just in set 2, Zamasu.
That was it.
Yeah,
like, it just wasn't a viable card, but now we're still fresh with Super Saiyan 3. We're used to having energy, so playing it, sure. You do the little hit. The little hit, you just untap all your energy and you just laugh. Oh, I know, Blake. I know. Yo, does Blake have his invite yet, though?
Yeah, he did. He got his invite at Richmond.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Ooh, he just put Pat down to 2. This is big. Mass saying kill the at all costs. Does Pat have?
I think
key?
Dylan's at 2 as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. Hey, Cyber Evo. Hey, baby.
Oh my god, it begins.
Oh man.
Massan's a 30.
Is he?
40.
Pat's got a lot of cards.
45.
He's going for game.
50.
He knows he has to. He doesn't have any other choice, unfortunately.
You know what happens, right?
I mean, you're kind of late on it now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're still. It looks like.
I was
Pat's
gonna do the
combo
yeet
out.
eats.
I know.
The yeet eats. The yeet eats.
Oh, is Pat knocking me out of the combo over?
Uh-oh.
This is interesting. Pat's got a lot of cards. So I think Pat needs to get to 70? Oh yeah, no, Pat got there. Okay.
Wow, so the yeet eats don't happen.
They do not happen.
Uh-oh.
And then now
Alright, we'll go back to Super Boo then.
Dylan, yep, Dylan will pack it in. That's game 1.
Ooh.
Demigra, man.
The card's too good. He ripped all of the threats out of Dylan's hand, and then at that point, what do? You have no answers anymore.
Yeah,
He's taken every play that you had for the next 2-3 turns to push and just threw him right out the window.
Correct. And then anything that could kill the Demigra is gone. So, I mean, the Demigra just sits there and gets to turn sideways again the next turn, and then do it again.
Rip what little options you might have gotten back.
Correct.
And just throw them straight to the curb.
So sideboarding here in game 2 is going to be pretty interesting. I do think that Dylan here needs to bring in some answers, since he knows the jig is up, right? That's the bright side. Like, he lost game 1, but the jig is up on what Pat wants to do.
Let's kick it back over to us so that we can show everybody who didn't get to see earlier. Guys, we stole the banners.
We did.
It's because there's a bunch of boxes behind us, and since I flew, I had to take the mobile rig, and, well, I didn't bring any of the green screen stuff, so we literally just took the banners.
It was a good idea. It was a good call.
Yeah.
They look fancy.
It looks, I like it.
So Goku Black, best design leader in the game. But
What?
It's the best design leader in the game.
Can I help you?
Yeah, he's like the most balanced leader there is. He's highly balanced. Think about it. So self-awakening, right? He's
Okay.
a self-awakening leader.
Okay, look,
His effect
gives free energy.
His,
Yeah,
I know,
okay,
but it's
that's-
temporary.
that's totally
It's
balanced.
temporary
Yeah,
though,
no,
and it
sure.
costs you.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
You
Whatever you
know,
think.
That's fine. You just hate good game design. It's good. It's bad.
No, clearly. That's the most balanced leader. The one behind your head.
He's really good.
He's not balanced.
He is balanced.
He's broken.
How's he broken?
I'm gonna put cards, draw cards, pop cards.
Is there one at the top tables?
You right?
He's broken, right?
Yeah, he was broken in set 2.
Snapped in half.
When everybody was playing him.
You legit told people Hercule was a sleeper and everyone called you crazy. Hey, I legitimately called Chris Welch insane for weeks because he was shouting from the rooftops that it was the most broken thing ever. And then I was just like, you need to calm down. You need to simmer down. But Chris Welch was right. The deck is incredible.
Yeah, I believe in.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Cyber Evo is like the one who literally brings all the information. He's like, so did you guys see Matt's new video today? Did you see the spicy text? Like, no, I haven't watched it yet. I will. No, but Scott, you gotta watch Matt's video.
You do, man. You need to watch.
Oh yeah.
You'll get better.
Oh. Have we ever played?
No.
You know why?
We should,
Because
though.
you dodge me.
You're right. I do.
You duck me.
I duck you all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to play me.
Yeah.
You're scared. Hair flip.
I'll take it. Dude, your hair does flip nicely. I can't do it.
It's okay. I'll get a side bag again eventually. It'll come back.
Pan is the most balanced leader ever. Yeah, I think Pan's a really balanced leader. But I just think for the matter of like effect. So if like you just think of the leader's effect, right? I think that Goku Black has like a really balanced effect because it's a cost to you because you don't get that card. The card has to go to your energy and it's only temporary and you're taking a life to do it. You're generating no card advantage for yourself, but you're giving yourself a unique effect. That's why I love the leader so much. Sorry.
Yo, look at Alec.
Alec Pastrana.
All right, so it looks like they're done signing. Hey, I'm the best shop owner, man.
Spots are on the planet.
Oh, I think Mo's gonna have some words for you.
We're cross promoting. MiiMoTV is great too. Yeah, they're okay.
Okay.
What's more popular at the moment, Hercule or Blue Yellow? I'd say at this tournament's actually pretty tight because the Hercule stuff actually got out. It was leaked.
Yo, Ludacris.
That is ludicrous.
Luda.
You stop.
Giving a tier 1 sub to I Am Bard. I appreciate you, fam.
That's dope.
So it looks like the players are getting ready to start game 2.
Let's do
so
it.
we'll kick on over to them. I forgot it's not on the stream deck, so I actually have to click it now.
Correct.
Well, now I look dumb. Lit.
Yeah.
It's funny because nobody gets that except like a few
Exactly,
people.
a small set of people. It's fine.
Yes, guys. Bearded Collectibles, store in Orlando.
Yep, best shop.
Well, it's actually in Winter Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still Orlando.
Yeah.
It's like
I'll be
we don't
down-
really have suburbs in Orlando,
That's true, yeah.
but it's pretty close to a suburb.
Yeah, I'll be in Orlando for the Orlando Regional. I'm excited to be able to be with the team. I haven't, seen them since I went to the Bearded Team event, so it'll be really nice to go down there and play. Maybe play in the event if I find something I want to play. We'll
Maybe
see.
play.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
I forgot to reset life, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you should do that.
Excuse me?
I said you should do that.
Oh yeah.
What's interesting here is I want to see if Dylan opts to go first again, or if he chooses to be on the draw. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, you could try and determine what's more important to you, the extra card or the starting head on energy.
What do you think the smart idea is?
I think just going first, especially if you have like something like objection in your deck, is just so good because it allows you to start playing your threats without worrying. But without objection, I actually don't think there's too much of an advantage.
I think going first is the better way, especially if the deck is as draw heavy as this one. That one card's really not going to make much of a difference when you're drawing 6 per turn,
yeah.
but being ahead in energy is what's going to really put you forward.
That's true. But I mean, that's an extra card you get to see, though.
True.
If you're trying to dig to something like
Dylan going first.
yeah.
Did he see the secret just now?
Oh,
No.
he sided in his Planet M2. Go, Dylan. It's the tech. It's good Hercules.
It's clearly a spicy. Like you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it. And we talked before this round, and we were talking about his deck. We talked about his sideboard. He said he sided in M2 for Hercule, which M2 against Hercule's really good because you make his leader basically 0 on the front side,
Ugh.
which is kind of dope.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Didn't even think
That'd
about
be pretty
that.
cool if it actually just like if you did that, it just killed the leader, like it just KO'd it, and that'd be game. Pat sticking the same old strategy, awakening Talon Pan. That's what he's prioritizing in this matchup, obviously. Are we usurping Pat Chat? Never. Pat Chat lives on forever, no matter what the results are.
I don't understand what Pat Chat is.
It's because you're not part of Pat Chat. It's like Fight Club.
Oh, first rule.
Don't talk about it.
You just talked about it.
Talked about what?
Exactly.
Got him.
You right. What do you think of the new Black Mass Saiyan coming for set 5?
I've seen it. I think it works really well with, of course, with the SR that was spoiled. I'm really excited for that card. I do worry about that its impact with the use of Shinron Leader, because being able to give that card triple attack when your opponent's at 3 life is good game.
I really don't think that card's good.
Which one?
The Shenron Leader.
You are bad at card games. If that's your opinion. And I mean that in the most polite way possible.
He says this as he gives me like the stank eye just now.
Because, okay, so
like his eyes twitching a little too. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't believe those words just came from your mouth, Scotch. Can I help you?
It's gonna be like anybody that slept on me. It's gonna be worse than when people slept on or stuff. Yeah. Yes, you were correct. Sebastian, Shinron Leader is the best leader. He will be the best leader next set for sure.
I mean, sure.
You have to play games with it, man.
I know one person who will tell you the exact opposite. Marcus.
Who? Marcus who?
High Defined.
What does he think?
He thinks that Yamcha is going to be the best.
He's not. He's no bueno. Broly 2-7. Hey.
It has degenerate combos. I mean,
It does have. Yeah, it's insane.
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm saying I don't think it's the best leader.
You'll find out. I promise.
See, this is what's going to happen, guys. I'm going to get a phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning from Matt, and he's going to want to play me so that he can stomp me with this deck.
I will.
And I'm going to be very sad for
I
about an hour.
I would actually still duck you. I would call you and be like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And then you'd be like, "Yeah, sure." And I'd be like, "All right, sweet."
You
what
would
time?"
too.
Yeah.
You would too. Don't even ask. So the M2 coming into play now.
Oh, there's the M2, baby.
God.
Blue Go. I actually do like the Blue Gohan Wish Leader a lot. I think out of the Wish Leaders that we've seen so far, he's definitely going to be probably the second strongest because he has a unique effect, which I really like. Any leader that gets to do something different than the others is always a good thing, which he does.
You can have fun over there. I'm just going to play Frieza.
The Frieza leader? The Frieza Wish Leader? I really like that leader.
See, there was a time where I hated all things yellow cards, and then I think Mecha Veggies is what finally broke me.
And then you loved yellow cards.
Well, then it was just I got too used to playing Battering Laser and Nimbus, and I was like, well, I can't go back now.
So it looks like Pat and Dylan are just playing the draw go game, and it looks like actually Dylan is trying to be the beatdown this game with Planet M2. Golden Frieza will return to its glory. Yeah, Golden Frieza will actually be good. Tons of synergy this set.
Ooh, Trunks came into play.
Trunks. Awkward situation, Trunks.
That's you.
Yeah, no, that's me.
And here comes Richie.
There's
Odakatsuki. Or as we were calling him, Odo.
Odo, yeah. That combo is honestly, it's like, if there's a reason to play a World Tournament leader.
See, this is what drives me nuts.
Awkward situation, Trunks.
No, I know, but if I type it, it's just going to bring up the other one.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if there's a reason to play World Tournament, it's awkward situation. Like, Goku Noob is great, but Odokosuki just kills everything. It does.
Odosuki.
It's Odokosuki.
Odosuki.
No, there's a K in there.
You don't say the K.
I say what I want.
Well, I mean, you say Akatsuki, so I guess.
This is America.
Excuse me?
Odokosuki.
You're a fake weeaboo.
I'm not a weeaboo. I'm not. That is not me. Looks like Pat has chosen to already awaken.
I mean, what else is he going to do?
So
his opponent's being the aggressor.
He's officially on. He's swinging the game around because Dylan is actually pretty strained on cards right now. So they actually reversed roles this game.
Well, even so, this is a lot earlier of an Awaken than last game. Last game, they were both at 5 energy before any of the Awakens happened. Mm-hmm. And even then, Pat just sat there and held Dylan.
So this is interesting that Dylan is opening himself up to be Goku Oobed for maximum value. Because if Pat does that, he gets to basically deny Dylan's use of Odokosuki to kill something. And both those things get bottom decked. So he completely reversed field tempo. That's insane. If he makes that play this turn. But instead, he does not.
He does the same play.
He does the same play. And he's going to attack.
Swinging to Trunks. Nada.
Oh, wow.
So now he's going to go ahead and
tons of mileage out of this.
Spin.
So good.
He's going to spin the Odokosuki. Happy?
Odokosuki, yeah. Thank
Happy.
you.
He's going to spin the Odokosuki. And then, do you think he's got the second one?
Akatsuki.
Do you think he's got the second one?
Pat? He might. It doesn't really matter if he does right now. He'll probably save it for next turn. He doesn't want to reveal it if he does have it. The more information you can keep unknown from the opponent, the better.
He didn't draw us one after Awakening. I don't believe he did. He didn't combo.
I don't think he activated the trigger.
Which is kind of like, where was that back in Champa format? When I could, why can't I pick when my things activate in set
Agreed.
1? But now
You can.
4 sets later.
So this was big for Dylan. He actually got to do a Mass Saiyan and kill 2 bodies with it. So again, he got a 2-for-1. Which ultimately, this is what these games come down to: is how often you can net yourself an X for 1. So this is big here.
Which
And
I feel like nowadays you don't see that a lot.
you don't.
Nowadays it's always I'm gonna take out the 5.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna take out the 4 and there's no 1s on the board. Like you have to pick and choose. When back in the day it was literally, I'm just gonna clear everything. Like especially I think Mass Saiyan was really really heavy in all the veggie formats.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fell off last format, and now it's back again. But how long it's going to be relevant when everything's going to have barrier now? And now that we finally are getting options to handle things that have barrier?
I mean, I still think the card, it has its place, but again, it'll find itself relegated to the sideboard. Here's Pat digging. Pat is digging for a threat.
Well, he's already at 5 energy, so we can already assume what it's going to be.
Yep. He is digging for 1.
Yo, Sassy. What's up, Sassy? Gonna go ahead and take the 2.
So if is Dylan at 3 or 4? I can't tell. His life is stacked. So
He took 1 from the top and the
Okay.
1 from the bottom, so he
Okay.
went down to 3.
time control Cronoa. I like it, Pat.
Hello.
He sided it in for more card draw. He wants more momentum.
I was gonna say there's nothing in his deck that probably summons anything
Correct.
or any super combos. So
Yeah.
other than that, it's an interesting tech to side in right now, to be honest. But yeah, more draw.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, it's in this matchup. It just comes down to finding your bombs.
Why play her and not Boo? I mean, I guess at that point it's
Well,
irrelevant.
it's a sideboard card,
Yeah,
so it's like you're not going to side in Boo.
yeah, but you also wouldn't.
But
You
you
wouldn't
s-
charge that. You
But
side
also-
in Boo and
so
you can
also
charge
think-
it.
So also think about how Cronoa plays into his strategy of playing Demigra. That's another black card for the drop area.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. So now here comes Beebus.
This
I can't wait for the Beebus card.
This is a big boy.
You know the Beebus card, right?
Which one?
No, there's a Beebus card.
No, I don't know.
So you know how we have the Hercule going Super Saiyan card in Japan? There was a card literally called Beebus, where he looked like a demon. He had wings and everything. And it's the same. It's another joke card that they had in the Japanese set.
That's crazy. You set it in to keep play weapon on hand.
There's the Xeno button.
Yep. Yep, button is big. Shields are up.
Super relevant now.
And then Pat just got to pitch a 10-drop Fu, which again just plays into his idea of getting black cards in the drop area.
I don't think Hercule was DS. Kai was the only battle, not leader something. I didn't see anything. See, it's a lot easier to see this, guys. You don't understand. We normally, like, HD and I normally watch this on a small screen. We have a, what is this, like, 40-inch TV?
Yeah.
It's like we're seeing everything. We're not missing anything. By the way, I'm surprised there's this little glare on the cards. Is like, we spent what, 20 minutes? Yeah. Spent 20 minutes because we don't have the tent.
Correct.
So like we have this interesting like tripod with the camera pointed down on it.
It's a gigantic tripod with
for a little camera.
It's adorable. So Pat here comboing out of the Beerus attack. Yep, another black card in the drop area. And this is the thing that, like, on Dylan's side feels so bad, is because Dylan knows. Dylan knows the card's there, and he can't do anything about it. Like, that's the worst part. Like, he can't stop it from happening. Like, when the Demigra comes down, it's going to get its money. Like, he can Mafuba it if he wants.
How do you... Does he even have anything? Maybe he sides the 4-drop Beerus?
That'd
be... You don't have that many options to clear a 10-drop off the board.
There's not.
The new Kai is the same thing as Champa, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Shin instead of Champa.
Correct.
Which I guess in retrospect, a Supreme Kai versus a God of Destruction, semantics, right? I feel like you should give him something else.
A little bit.
Instead of double strike. Give him triple strike. Imagine.
No,
give him dual attack.
Dual attack?
Because if the God of Destruction gives you double strike, the Supreme Kai should give you dual attack.
Flavor wins. I like it. You pass it back to Pat.
Listen, I'm all about flavor text on cards.
We have a good judge call going on.
Solid judge call.
Solid judge call. Called it. Volume was good. I heard him, so that's good.
I need Pat to slide his leader back over. It's triggering me.
Pat gonna charge the 6 again. Pat charging the 6.
That means we know it's coming.
It's just so risky to do so.
Is it though?
I mean, because like he opens himself up to the Goku and Oob Seeds of the Future Secret rare. He's opening himself up to that, which that card is great.
But I feel like at the point that he's charging 6 is the turn that he's going to push with Demigra. So if he does have the secret, he just rips it out of his hand. Mm-hmm. So he's not really that scared of it.
We also have to see if he has enough cards in the drop.
True. But that drop is pretty stacked right now.
But it has to be 7 black cards.
11 cards in hand for Pat. He might swing and then just combo the black cards out of his hand.
He might have to.
Yo, Sassy dropping 100 bits. I appreciate you.
Thank you for jumping on and saying hey. Hi.
Love you, Sassy. I know HD isn't here, but I appreciate you swinging by and appreciate the 100 bits. Here comes the button.
Yeah, more buttons.
That one red. Oh, it's sad. Interesting tech, though, to throw in. Frost, like,
Well, it's good against Hercule because Hercule's always 10k. So if he kills a battle card, he's always dealing the life.
True. Oi. Well,
he's going heavy, trying to push this life total down.
Either he doesn't have the Demigra, or he just wants more cards.
Oh, yeah, he got the Beerus off the board. That was a win for Pat. I mean, is he just going to pass turn here?
I don't know if you pass turn here. It still has 5 energy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I wish we could see
his drop.
Yeah. It'd make things a lot more
looks like
interesting.
Goku. Yeah.
Yep.
Tons of pressure. These cards are so good. 20k crit, 20k double striker for 3 energy. You have to deal with both of them at the same time. And then Pat using all of his energy efficiently. Play left, play pro.
You know, I swear, I have a dream that one day, I don't remember the name of cards.
It's Test of Strength. You got it.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know if I can bring this one up.
So Pat's going 25k crit.
Why you do this? Because I can't spell strength, apparently.
Pat is taking a break to get something out of his bag. More dice. There we go. So we
Yeah,
can
but I
tell
can't
the
get
leader's
the
at speed.
I can't get the oob on the board.
It's fine.
One of the more solid combos out of the World Tournaments.
It's the most solid combo. I mean, 3 energy for what
I
it
think
provides.
Goku and Vegeta are the most solid
Oh
combo.
no, man.
Yeah.
3 energy is way less than 5.
Yeah, but they're a game finisher.
I know, but in the world we live in, man, you can only spend 3 energy on stuff. Unless like that 5 drop is guaranteed winning the game.
No, on that one.
You gotta live in a different world.
I live in a different world from everybody. I thought you knew.
Obviously, you gotta figure that out. You got problems.
Oh, that's what makes you think that?
You're right. So, Dylan's hand's getting really low, which this is not the spot you want to be in. Low hand size. Pat has access to Demigro, looks like probably on the next turn.
Now he's gonna start burning.
Oh, yep, Pat just snap takes the life. Pat knows.
Pat's also at, Pat was at 4, so I guess you can kind of take this hit.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Oh, 100%. He's ahead, he's ahead on resources so much where it's like he doesn't have to worry about it. He knows triple strike's not coming down from anywhere. Like, there's nothing Pat has to worry about. So taking the life is more than justified.
Ooh, Dylan's got the secret.
But Dylan is also doesn't have the energy to play the secret.
You say that, and then he drops 3 beans.
Well, one's in his energy, so the likelihood of him having 3 more beans when he's played one
You
already,
right.
additionally,
You right.
ain't happening.
I mean, he ripped it, but then...
Yeah, he just gets to stare at it. It's a good-looking card. The card's beautiful.
See, okay, here's my problem with that card. It's a great-looking card until you see the hot stamp.
You're right.
It's like...
I do like the stamp.
What?
It's cute.
Can I help you? I've seen better fonts in MS Paint.
I wish I used my favorite font. What is it? Calibri?
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite font. Why wouldn't it be?
You have a favorite font?
Yeah. Do you have?
No, I don't.
You should get one.
You're a strange bird.
Sometimes.
It's okay. This is why we're friends.
Oh, there, Pat comboing 2 more blue cards. Yeah, black cards. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
This might be it right here.
Pat's just like, all right, what do, my guy?
What
just gonna
do?
pass turn now.
You have 2 untapped energy. One of your tapped energies red, so at best you're
You
untapping
have
3.
5 or 6 cards, and he passes. All right.
Oh well,
Does he
here
have
we
the
go.
negate at least? So-
Yeah,
so
yeah, he
gets a
does.
turn?
He does.
Pat, look at Pat pulls the secret at the front. He's like,
Is this even a question?
No.
Like, is this even a decision? Like, just. Beyond darkness, demigod. Demigod tier, as I like to call him in Zeno.
he is snapped.
In Xenoverse, he was demigod tier.
And then
Really, you've been hanging around PPG a little too
What do you
much
mean?
today. Or not PPG, I guess former PPG members.
Why?
Snapped?
I say it all the time.
Mm.
I say it ironically and sarcastically a lot too. Like if you can just bring a mediocre card and I'll be like, oh, it's snapped. That's broken. Because that's what the community does, like all the time.
Needs to be banned.
There's the negate,
Oh.
and then Pat just takes the 3 relevant cards.
4 cards, 1 card left in hand.
and
He
it's
knows it's negate.
Yeah.
I think this is... No, it might not. Yeah, he's got 4 attacks on the board. He can only stop 1. Depends what he rips. That was rough, because especially since Pat has like 9, 10 cards in hand still.
If I'm Pat, I mean, you don't even really... yeah, you just kill the Frost. Yep, kill the threat. And then if Pat wants... Pat doesn't have to push here. Yeah, I would, like... Yeah, Pat, there you go. Don't draw the extra cards, my guy.
It's at 15. When do you think he negates? He
Oh,
lets this one through.
He's only gonna negate if it's lethal.
Yeah.
More beans.
Oh, man.
Oh lord. This is no bueno. Not unbreakable here is okay. Pat swings with the Goku. This is the first lethal attack. You have to negate.
Yeah, you negate this one. What was the other card you drew? Did you see it?
As an unbreakable.
Ooh.
Pat plays another Goku Oob.
Oh, yeah. You scoop it up here. Scoop it up here because he still has 2 more attacks after this.
Yep, Pat's got it.
Yeah. Heart of the cards? Imagine?
Oh, he drew a top. Okay. Well, the combo's power still, I think, too high. Unless he just, like, does runner. Nope.
Oh,
Yep,
there it
Pat
is.
got it. The 2-0.
Pat takes it
The
2-0.
Swift
Round
2-0
3.
with the Demon Darkness Demigra, man.